So to start us off, we're going to go through the constitutional clarity and consistency amendment. And to do that, we'll hear from Alec.
I'm Alec Limick. I'm the Senate Vice Chair, titles for ID purposes only. And I am the spokesperson for the Senate, who is the primary proponent of the Constitutional Clarity and Consistency Amendment, which I like to call CQ. So it's endorsed by the entire Senate unanimously. It's also had support from all the parties that are involved. The current Attorney General helped write it. And it was written over the past few months by the Governance and Internal Affairs Committee of the ASUC. It doesn't make any substantial changes to how the ASUC works, but it goes through and just corrects some minor discrepancies and other inconsistencies in the ASUC Constitution. The ASUC is a very old organization. We've been around since 1887, and we've had the same Constitution. It's grown, it's been amended. We rarely have somebody sat down and make sure that all those amendments actually add up. So there's a bunch of inconsistencies, which we fixed. Some major highlights are, for example, we've extended our equal protection clause to include everything the ASUC does. Before, it was only limited to the organizations we sponsor. We added, the Senate wanted to add impeachment process to be able to hold officials accountable if they commit like serious malfeasance or misfeasance. It adds a judicial council public defender so that if someone's being sued in the judicial council, for example, a candidate or a student organization, they have someone to kind of help them out with the process. It protects private student records. So currently some offices like the Student Advocate's Office and the Academic Affairs Vice President's Office deal with private student records, and because we're a public organization, technically in the past, those would have been available to anyone who made a request. We cover conflicts of interest, so senators can't be voting on things that, like their own stipends and like selling like ASUC property to themselves, because that's a conflict of interest.
Sorry to cut you off there, but that's the end of the 2 minutes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And are you going to be sticking around after the forum to answer questions from voters?
Yes.
Okay, great. So Madison Gordon is going to be telling us about the wellness fee referendum, and I hate to say one more announcement that I forgot to say earlier. Because no individuals or parties officially filed an opposition to any of these 5 propositions, you're only hearing from the proponents of them. So no one is going to be speaking in opposition to these 5. But Madison is going to tell us why she thinks we should vote for the wellness fee referendum.
Yeah, so thanks for the warm introduction. I first want to shout out to everybody that's helped, Dree Kabusi, Melissa Sue, Matt, there you are. Crystal, is Omar here? No? Omar, Dax. There's been a lot of students that have been involved in this process for over a year now. Wanted to give them their due credit. And I don't have time to go through every aspect of the referendum. You can check out all of the information extensively at www.votewellness.com or facebook.com/votewellness. But I'm just gonna do a more motivational speech today about why we really need this referendum, because I don't know about any of you, but I've wanted to go to the Ting Center after 5 p.m. I've wanted to go to the Ting Center on Saturday or Sunday. I've been that person who had a panic attack at 5:10 and couldn't get in, right? We've been those people. I know a lot of us here have been those people that wanted to go in and get emergency contraception and couldn't do it, right? Some of us who didn't sleep at night because we're homeless, or because we had a midterm and just wanted a place to rest for a little bit, right? It's for those of us who can't get through a day without the microaggressions and macroaggressions of racism, sexism, ableism. right? So that is what this wellness referendum is for. If you don't think we're at a point of crisis, you're wrong. We are. If you have any more questions, please let me know, but I really, really encourage you to vote yes on this referendum.
Thank you. So I prepared a data-heavy presentation, but I'll try to speed through it as quickly as possible, and I will be around to answer questions if I don't get through all of it. The Bringing Life to UC Berkeley Experience, or Blue Fee Referendum, is a student-initiated referendum to increase the ASUC student activity fee by $20 per year per student per semester, for a total of $47.50 per semester, or $95 per year. So to give some context, the current ASUC activity fee has been in place for over a decade. The ASUC has had to reduce a number of its activities in recent years because the fee has not kept pace with the rate of inflation. To give further context, comparable fees across the UC system are generally higher. The median undergraduate associated student and related fee throughout the UC system is $105 in comparison to Berkeley's $55 student activity fee. The proposed fee increase would bring us closer to that median to $95 per year. So in keeping with the campus policy, a third of the $20 increase will go to financial aid, and the remaining amount will go to support student activities. Thank you. The funds will be allocated to the ASUC General Fund and the Graduate Assembly based on a fair share percentage. The Bridges Coalition, which is comprised of a number, recruitment and retention centers, which aim to support minority students on campus, will be allocated $2.50 from the fee to support its recruitment and retention centers in underserved populations. The Public Service Center, which partners with the community and engages 5,000 students every year as volunteers, will receive $1 from the proposed fee to support its community efforts. And lastly, Superb, which is Berkeley's programming and entertainment group, will receive $2.50 per semester to continue to expand its capacities and take on even bigger projects with the possibility of larger on-campus concerts and events. I get really excited about that because that's close with our numbers to $180,000, which will go to concerts and programming all across campus. So please talk to me afterwards about this. The remainder of the fee will go to the ACC and GA. And any other questions, I'm happy to answer them. And go Bears, go Blue.
Okay, so next up we're going to hear from Paula, and she's going to be talking to us about giving opportunities and leadership.
My name is Paula, as mentioned. I am going to start with talking about myself to kind of give you a background to how these programs have benefited me. I was born in Guadalajara, Jalisco, and I grew up in Mexico. And then I came here at the age of 5, and I've been here since. So I am undocumented. I had no resources through high school until senior year. I realized, oh, the DREAM Act helps, so now let me see if I can go to college. So then I came here to senior weekend. I don't know if through the Bridges. And during senior weekend, they had some workshops, and one of the workshops was Undocumented at Cal, which is where I heard about RISE, which is a group here to support undocumented students, as well as the Undocumented Student Program, which is one of the programs under the Centers for Educational Equity and Excellence, and they support undocumented students. Under that, there's also student transfers, student parents, there's student veterans, like a bunch of programs that help non-traditional students. So the goal of referendum is to allocate funds for those programs and to extend, to help expand the program. Because, for example, the undocumented student program only has 2 counselors that is supposed to help and be serving 300 students, and that's not sustainable, and it isn't for everybody. For the educational program, there's only about six counselors, 7, and it's supposed to help 15 eligible students. So what the referendum would do would put $19 in fees for the students, but 30% of the funds would then be returned to financial aid, which would then help students who are eligible for financial aid and help them, support them through the referendum. And if you have any questions, you should stop by the educational opportunity programs and student centers to learn more and see how impactful those programs are to be able to fund this program. So vote for the Gold Referendum.
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Lin.
Hey, I'm Kyle Lin.
And so we're the co-directors of the ASUC Sustainability Team, again, titles for ID purposes only. We are here to be proponents of the ASUC Solar Reinvestment Referendum. In short, this is not, like some of the other referendums here, a referendum that would increase student fees. Rather, it just asks students' opinions on what their money is being spent on currently now, and specifically whether they think that the ASUC's budget and the university's budget in the future should go towards investing in solar energy generation for campus to power our campus's energy needs. We think this is something that would be historic for the students of UC Berkeley to do for themselves and push the university to go further, with regards to the energy goals that we've already set, and students on campus really care about this issue. So how cool would it be? I'm going to let Kyle elaborate a little bit more.
Yeah, sure. So I'll give you 3 reasons to vote for this referendum. So first, the politics behind this issue. It's going to make university administrators actually be accountable to all these sustainability initiatives they pass. Time and time again, they aren't accountable towards these things they say that we need to do. And this will make administrators work on these issues. And moreover, there are some administrators in the various offices in Berkeley that do care about solar, and this will give them the political clout they need to actually make a difference. Second, the science. Climate change is real, it's happening, and its effects are catastrophic, and we need to do something about this now. So you need to vote for this referendum to show our support for solar and make something happen. Third, the economics behind this issue. Solar is a great investment. Solar's never been cheaper than ever before, so this is a great time to invest, and any money we can make could potentially be recouped in the long term. So vote for this referendum because you care about the environment, you want to make Berkeley more sustainable, and you want the ASUC to do something about it. So find us on Facebook and vote for the solar referendum. We'll be around for questions afterwards if you want to talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you.